What's up, you guys? It's Bronte here, and it's just me on the mic today for a rant. Becca has been killing it with the rants the last couple weeks, so it is definitely my turn. So I'm going to be on the mic for a little bit, not necessarily for this episode, but I'm going to be recording a couple of them. But I put out on a poll on my Instagram what rant I should do next because I'm indecisive, and I was pleasantly surprised to see you guys wanted how to balance life and hustling, and I'm really flattered by that because I also got messages on the side saying that you really wanted to hear how I do it, and I think that's a problem with me personally. I feel like I don't take enough credit for how hard I've worked in life for a lot of things, and maybe you guys feel the same way too sometimes. Sometimes it's so easy to focus on the negative when we seem to push off all the positive that we have accomplished and all of our accomplishments all together. So I'm definitely working on that, and I'm definitely claiming my hard work. Like, it's been hard. It's been a hard last 8 years especially. So I don't know where to begin with this. Normally a lot of the time I don't even know where to begin with my rants, and that's what makes it a rant. So I guess a little bit about me. I went to Temple, graduated in 2014 with my neuroscience pre-med Bachelor of Science degree, and I originally wanted to go to medical school. That didn't happen because of my own personal reasons. I just didn't see it as a true fit, but I did study for the MCAT for 3 to 4 months. I did research in Temple's biology department. I bartended. I've served for 9 to 10 years. I am currently now finishing up my BSN, so this will be my second Bachelor of Science. I am a lab manager. I work almost full-time every week. I teach interns, I teach technicians, I teach college kids. I'm on personal projects. I also have a podcast and a vlog. And of course, I am human, so I balance personal life, relationships, and everyone has their family problems. So how do I do it? Well, it takes practice. I don't think I was instilled with it. And I think I definitely got a lot of inspiration from my parents. My parents have been so hardworking, especially my mother. I look up to her so much. If you guys know my mom, I still don't know how she does it, but she is the hardest worker I know, so I have a lot of inspiration. And that doesn't mean if you do have someone like that in your life, you are destined to be a hard worker as well, but it just gives you inspiration. And little side note, I've had people say like, oh, of course you're a hard worker because of your parents. I'm like, no, I'm a hard worker because I want to be. And I'm not pressured at all. Some people are pressured, and that's them, but I'm not pressured because of my parents. That's false. I just look up to them. So how do I do it, I guess? One, it takes practice. I definitely had to push myself. I don't know necessarily if I'd naturally just take things on. I was always the one to pick up extra shifts, didn't mind if I switched sections at like the restaurant. I always wanted to go above and beyond for people. I always wanted to help people out in that regard. But how do I stay focused for myself, for my school, for my work now, and all the responsibilities I have currently? I first, I guess, decide what is very important each day. I take it day by day, and I have long-term goals. I think I just got my hopes up. Like, if I didn't accomplish every single thing in the week, I would get so down and I would bring myself down when I really should focus on how many things I was able to get done. Like sometimes I might have a list of 30 things to do in the week and I only get to 28 of them, but I'm just focusing on 2 out of those 30 things that I didn't get done. When I got 28 of them done, it was ridiculous. So kind of just molding my mind around that. I keep things very organized, minus my bedroom, but I have an agenda book. I'm writing lists. Lists are my thing. I have calendars everywhere. I have reminders in my phone. Me and Siri are best friends, let me tell you. But lists, agenda books, everything is key for me. And dates never really leave my brain most of the time. So that takes practice too. But I feel like anyone can be organized if they put their minds to it. I try to make every moment of this day count. And what I mean by that is I try and just ask myself, what can I get done today that I don't even really want to even be bothered with at the end of the week if I can help it? Even if it's tackling an assignment or a project for 10 to 15 minutes, that means that's 10 to 15 minutes I don't need to bother with when I try to finish it at the end of the week, if that makes sense. I give myself breaks. I used to go like 6 hours without a break, and that was really detrimental to my health. And I would just crash at the end of the week. I'm still working on that because I do consider myself a workaholic, but I do take breaks. I go on YouTube, I eat, I don't know, hang out with my friends, and that has significantly boosted my, I don't know, success in school, I think, because I'm taking care of me, if that makes sense. Um, I have managed better with my schedule. I do pretty much work full time. I have a big job. I am a lab manager uh, of a microbiology lab, and that has required me to balance a lot, and I do have a lot of responsibilities there. But I've been able to sit down with my bosses and not like I would say negotiate, but just say, hey, this is what's going to work for me and this is what I can provide for you, but I need this time for me. And I know everyone's job is, it depends, but you never know until you ask. So a lot of the times people's schedules get in the way, but if you can pick your own schedule, do it for you. Don't do it for your job. You're there to earn money and do your job, but don't forget yourself in that as well. So that's a big thing that I've learned. Um, I don't know. I think it's just one of those things that, like, my work balance life and social life, it took a lot of practice to get down packed. Because you are pulled in many different ways, you have to find out what the right balance is for you. And I think the most important thing to take away from this, I mean, for me personally, is to know when it's way too much. And I'm still working on this. You know personally when you are stressed out to the max, you're about to have a mental breakdown. And that doesn't make you weak, and that doesn't make you a bad person. It gets into your mind, but you got to realize that you are human. You need a break. You just need a break. And that is your body's way to tell you you need to slow down, you need to adjust something, you need to figure it out. Because I was so busy to the point sometimes, like, I would have panic attacks. And I'd be so stressed out because, like, oh my God, I'm disappointing so many people if I don't make it to this thing, or if I don't get this project done in time. And my friends are going to hate me if, like, I don't make it to a certain event. Or, like, my boyfriend won't, like me if I don't go to the movies with him because I already canceled with him last week. That is your body's way of screaming to you, you need to pay more attention to yourself. And when I got to that point, I was like, something is wrong. So I really have been taking more time for me. I've been selfish for me. And you've got to do what's right for you, because ultimately at the end of the day, that is what is going to help you strive for success. And I don't even think of myself at the pinnacle of my success yet. I'm just so flattered for people to message me saying, how do you do it? And sometimes I don't realize that, I worked hard for this, but I don't even see myself as perfect. But I am so flattered, and I'm thanking everyone who has reached out and who is generally interested, and I hope this does help people. But at the end of the day, I'm not perfect either, and I still have so much to learn. But what I have learned is, I think, congratulating yourself, don't be too hard on yourself, and just do it for you. If you're not doing it for you, there's a problem. If you feel like you have to do things, I think wanting to do it is the big thing as well. How, are you having fun with what you're doing? If you're having panic attacks left, right, and center, there's something wrong. Listen to your body, listen to your mind. And a lot of the time I do get the question, Bronte, how do you do it? And I think I tell myself everything is going to be okay. I'm going to get through this. It is only, a couple days. Like, I always think like, oh my God, my exam is on Monday. And I'm like, it's going to be over before I know it. I'm going to study hard and then I can relax after it. Or I look forward to something. Or, I can convince myself like, hey, or I motivate myself like, hey, if I get a B or an A on this exam, I'm going to go get my nails done. I kind of just self-motivate myself, and that did take a while. How do I hustle? That was the next question. How do I hustle? This is a really good question. And I like to joke about this with a couple of my friends. You've got to be a savage. Got to be a savage in your own personal way. You got to do it for you again. Don't think you're being selfish that you don't want to go to the movies with your friends this upcoming Saturday because you want to rest up and get some sleep for your exam on Monday. Don't think like that. But also at the same time, you got to do stuff for you. And I think a lot of my friends know this about me. I am a genuine person. I want to be at every event I can. And I always got into my mind like, oh my God, they're going to hate me. They're not going to hate you. Well, true friends are not going to hate you and hold it against you. If you're tired, if they know your schedule, they're not going to hate you. But how do I hustle? I always just want more. And that's just me. And I think anyone can hustle. Anyone can hustle. Like, come on, guys. No, there's not just certain people out in the world that can just hustle and no one else. If you put your mind to it, you can hustle. Start small. Have small goals in the week. And then branch out bigger. Have long-term goals. What do you want? I know what I want. I have my dreams. But if I don't celebrate the small successes, I feel like personally, I'm just destined for failure because I'm ignoring everything that I'm doing, little steps to get to my big goals. And everyone has different goals. Not everyone has the same goals, but they should celebrate themselves more. And that's where I think my success comes from. Yes, it does have drive. I have that little thing in me, and it can be a negative too. I have to slow down. But at the end of the day, I don't think no one can have this as well. People can hustle in their own way. So I think every single person on this earth can hustle in their own way. I don't think I have a magic answer for everyone. I just know what worked for me and what I had to work on. And I think anyone can just apply it. But I think it's just, if you have a goal, go get it. Work on it every single day. Think long term. Acknowledge your short term goals. And just keep striving for more. It might not seem like it every single day that you're getting anywhere, but you are. If you are working towards it, if you gave it your all and your best, congratulate yourself. That is a big thing. Some days I'm disappointed in myself. Like last night, okay, I completely collapsed because I was so tired, but I weighed the pros and the cons. If I get a good full night's sleep tonight, I can better, how do I want to say it? I can better get my work done the next day because I'm full of energy. I'm well rested. And lo and behold, I did. The next day, I got all of these assignments done. I knocked out assignments, for the week upcoming. And that's just less for me to worry about. Things like that. It's like, oh, if I mow the lawn, half the lawn today, I don't have to worry about mowing the rest of the lawn tomorrow. I only have half of it to do. So stuff like that. That's how I speak to myself and speak to me because it works for me. And maybe this will work for you guys. So If you guys have any more questions about it, I'm happy to do a part 2 on this. Again, thank you so much for people who were generally interested in this. I don't think there's any secret pill to this other than just putting your head down, doing it for you, and yeah, wanting to do it. And it comes with time. So I'm rooting for you. And yeah, so if you have any other questions, please message me. And remember, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Both Becca and I do these rants, and we both have our own podcast together, episodes that we drop on Mondays. And please let us know what topics you would like to hear. We have a number banked now, and we're excited for you guys to hear. And thank you so much for downloading. We have our platform that we get to see how many downloads that we've gotten, and the support that we've gotten is amazing. And I'm just seeing the locations and I just can't even believe it. So thank you so much for our avid listeners. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. Again, thank you so much. I cannot say it enough. I sound like a broken record. But you guys have a really great day, and I'll see you for my next rant. Bye, guys.